Okay, thank you, John. No, it's pointed out to the east, actually, away from you, but you're off the back, pretty much centered, so it's probably going to be all okay. I could maybe be 20 over if I turn the antenna toward you. But it does cut back a little bit of that noise. If I point out to the west, it's really bad. So anyway, I leave it here. Supposedly they're going to fix my problem, but they haven't done it there at home yet. So we're still here in Tulsa. Thank you, John. Good signal this morning, and thanks for doing that logger. I'm on there, W5OG.
Okay, real good. Yeah, we got you on there, and we'll be standing by for the Flyers. WA6LJS, they're standing by for the Flyers, top of the hour.
Good signal, Dale. W5OG, W5ABI.
You too, Joe. Good morning, W5OG. You're 5'9".
Thanks for the report. W5ABI, standing by for net.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much for asking. There's a net that starts here at the top of the hour. WA6LJS. Roger, roger. Thank you much.
WA6LJS, NT5Q20 over here.
Yeah, good morning, Don. NT5Q, WA6LJS. Yeah, you're a good solid about 10 over here, over.
Hey, roger, roger. Yeah, the band conditions in South Texas aren't the greatest. A lot of fishing noise, over.
Yeah, roger. Yeah, I'm hearing everybody out here pretty good this morning. Haven't had to use the SDRs. K1BOB, Bob, the commander's a little bit weak locally, but he's coming in the SDR, one of the SDRs, but I am copying him, and usually he picks up after the things get started. Anyway, this is WA6LJS. I'll be standing by for the net.
This is Kilo 1, Bravo Oscar Bravo. Air Force Flyers Club Net will start in 7 minutes. On the hour. K1BOB, standing by for the net. WA6LJS, W4PUO. WA6LJS, John, put K0ZNC on the board there at the number 1 position, would you? WA6LJS, K1BOB.
Yeah, go ahead, Bob. K1BOB, WA6LJS.
Yeah, you're only a 5 still. Put Don, K0ZNC, up on the board at the top, please. I'll relay him in today.
Roger, roger.
Thank you. K1BOB. Flyers Club's going to start here in 1 minute. 1 minute to start. K1BOB, W4PUO. Do you copy this signal? Oh, yeah, you're a little louder than before. I didn't quite catch it on the scope, but go ahead, Lee. No, okay, I just changed something. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. That's 6. Nice and clear, though. Good morning. And welcome to the Air Force Flyers Club Net. This is Kilo 1, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo, K1BOB. My name is Bob. I'll be your net controller. I am located 30 miles north of Boise, Idaho, in the Idaho West Central Mountains. The Flyers Club Net meets on 14.290 every day of the year on upper sideband. Let's see. We start at 1500 UTC during daylight savings time during the summers. We switch to 1600 UTC in the winter. The Flyers Club consists of military aviation members, both active and retired from all the services air branches. We also very much like to welcome visitors to the net. You do not necessarily need to be involved with the military or aviation to check in. We'd love to have you just the same. To learn more about us, here's some things you can do. Go to our website, first of all, at www.airforces, plural, flyers, plural, club.org. That's airforcesflyersclub.org. Learn all about us, and if you want to join, which you might in the future, you can do it there online. It's quite easy. You do not need to be a member to join us any day you want, though. There's a couple other things we have going online right now, and that is NetLogger. We are on Air Force's Flyers Club on NetLogger, if you're familiar with that. And you can see the lineup we have there and where you sit on the lineup there. We are also streaming on YouTube, courtesy of K4YDB. Go to YouTube search, put in K4YDB, and you will see Charlie's Flex Radio. You can hear his Flex Radio. You will see the question of the day, and you'll also see NetLogger there, so it's all in one. We do use SDRs to make sure we get everybody as best we can in the mornings, primarily the Utah 2 SDR site. Just Google Utah 2 SDR, and it'll come up. Works very well. We're a pretty good contributor to that site, and there are other repeaters. And also the Georgia, Lumpkin, Georgia site, which you can get through. There's a link on the Utah 2 site. So there's some good tricks to throw in your book there. We consist of military aviation members, primarily both active and retired, from all the services branches. And once again, we like to welcome visitors to the net. Our net format is to go once down the initial check-in list, make a second call out for check-ins, and go to a 73 round to complete the net. We also will have a question of the day to get some discussion going, so we don't get bogged down in the usual humdrum stuff. We try to keep it interesting. Please try to limit your comments to 2 minutes. Keep in mind we need to be off in about an hour and a half when the Pacific net comes on, so we give them a little grace period before half past the hour. This is a directed net. To contact net control, being me today, use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. We're a national net and scope utilizing relays across the country. We're bound to get you one way or another this morning. With that, I'm going to run down who I have on the list this morning on the net logger under Air Force's Flyers Club, run by one of our officers. That's WA6LJS, and a net controller to boot. And John is running it right now. So far on the list, you'll see me at the top there. And first on the list, we have Don out in Longmont, Colorado, K0ZNC. I'll bring him in over the iPhone. And next we have in Sparks, Nevada. That would be Sparky, a.k.a. Carl, KF7GJO. After that, we have in Bellevue, Texas, W4PUO, Lee. In Scotia, New York, we have our ops officer. That's exec officer. I get confused easily. W2WLD. That's Captain Bill up in Scotia, net controller also. Good morning, Bill. We've got Tom out in Alabama, K4YES. Good morning again, Tom. After that, we have Art in New River, Arizona, WX7 Lima. Good morning again, Art. We have John running NetLogger. That's WA6LJS in Southern Cal. And in Las Cruces, we have Joe. That's W5ABI. And after Joe, we have Brian in San Antonio. That's WB5DRI. Good morning, Brian. And after that, we have his elder brother there, Dale, on the road, I guess in Oklahoma now. W5OG, good morning, Dale, a net controller, and he is our vice commander, by the way. After that, we have the aforementioned Charlie, that's K4YDB, who is running a YouTube stream. Thank you, Charlie. I see you've got the pictures we sent, and I guess you're going to bring the question too. Thanks, Charlie, for doing that. It's a wonderful thing. If you haven't watched Charlie's YouTube, you really do need to. And give him a thumbs up there on YouTube when you do it. After that, we have in San Antonio, that's Don. He's back with us again a couple days in a row. NT5Q, Don, good morning to you in San Antonio. Next, we have Chris in Bowling Green, who's receive only because he's a working man. I was going to say stiff. But KS5KY, he did get on the radio with us yesterday on Father's Day. So good morning to you, Chris. And after that, let's see, we have Lee, that's N5BE in Arlington, Texas. One of our historians, we'll call Leon a historian. He certainly is. We'll see if he can get the question today fully correct, hey? Okay, after that, in Anthem, we got Tom, and that's King Queen 6 Echo, King Queen 6 Echo, north of the big hot city there in Anthem. Good morning, Mike. I should have said Mike. Sorry. Let's see. After that, we got Ray in Petersburg, New Jersey. Good morning again to you, Ray. WB2JJO. And next we have John in Peoria, Arizona. That's W7AJN. Good morning, John. followed by Bob in Pleasanton, California, another historian, a.k.a. the Professor. That's NX6RG. Good morning to you, Bob. And speaking of the third Bob today, besides me, that's Bob out in Lutz, Florida, K2SJP. That's as I have the list this morning. I'll ask for any early outs momentarily, but before I do, I'm going to ask for any other check-ins.
Kilo Charlie 0, Delta Victor, QSL.
Okay, Clifford, sorry, I timed myself out, and then I think you came in. I pushed the button. Was that Clifford?
That's affirmative. That is me, W5PIX, and I believe there was somebody else checking in with me.
Okay, we'll start with Clifford, W5PIX. Good morning, Cliff. We've got you. And who is the other check-in? Please come back.
This is Kilo Charlie 0, Delta Victor.
Okay, pretty good signal. I think I copied Kilo Charlie 0, Delta Victor. Is that correct, sir? And could you give us your name and location, sir?
Roger. Name is Dale, Delta Alpha, Lima Echo, 8 miles west of Wichita, Kansas. Kilo Sierra, QSL?
QSL, copied Dale, Wichita, Kansas. We got the call sign right. Kilo Charlie 0, DVV. Well, you landed on the Air Force Flyers Club net there, Dale, in Goddard, Kansas. And welcome to the Flyers Club net. Will you be able to hang around a while?
Sir, I'll have to be a short timer. I'm trying to do two things at once. If I just get your call sign, I'll get you in the log, and appreciate you picking me up. Over.
Okay, very well. This is Kilo 1, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. Name is Bob. North of Boise County, Idaho. And pretty good signal there, Dale. I'll give you the one and done there, and we'll give you a 73, and you're about a 5.7, 5.7 here on my radio. Go ahead.
Roger. I got you at 5.7. I got to just get the last part of your call sign. One more time, please. I typed slowly. Over.
Okay, it's the same as the name. Kilowatt 1, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo, Bob, B-O-B. Copy?
Great call sign. Thanks for picking me up, Bob. I'll be listening on the side.
Okay, very good. Thanks for checking with us, Dale. Were there any other check-ins? For the Air Force Flyers Club net this morning?
November 4, Delta Romeo Bravo.
Okay, I got a perfect double there. I copied one as being a mobile. Let me try the mobile first. Mobile station, go ahead again with your call sign, name, and location, sir. QSL, Mark, we've got Whiskey 5, Mike, Hotel Golf. That's Mark in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You're about a 5.7 here on the mobile there, Mark. Are you going to be able to hang around for the Flyers Club net, or do you just need a report?
I just wanted to report I was good friends with Dale, and I'm on my way to run the inside here with 287 at 10:30 Mountain Time. So I just ran the way to run it today. 75 and 8.
Okay, very good. And you're S8 here from the mobile. Wonderful. And yeah, we certainly do remember Mel down there in Albuquerque. Lived up in that high-rise there for quite a while there. Good friends with Boyd, the prior commander. And I've never met him in person, but we used to talk to him in the mornings. So very good, Mark. Thank you for checking in. We'll give you a 73, sir, and wish you the very best. Any other check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club net? Please come now. Okay, there's a good signal, but an S8. November 4, Delta Romeo Bravo, name and location? No, I'm back home here. When I do get out down to my daughter's, I'll have to use Dale's radio. She's in a not so great a place to get out of down in South Salt Lake. It's all homes all around her. But no, I am. Sorry. I knew that DRB looked very familiar to me there, Dave. Number 757 there. Thanks for joining us. Are you going to be able to kick around a bit today?
No, unfortunately I can't, Bob. Just wanted to say hello to everybody, send greetings, and have a nice week. I'll try to make a little more time next time around. Other than that, I have a very nice copy on US 7, solid S7 here in Central Florida.
Very good. Yeah, you're the same, S7 here into the Idaho Central Mountains. So, well, Dave, thank you for joining us. Please do more often, so I can keep your call sign and name on the top of my head. But thanks for checking in. Good signal. Thanks for joining us. Hope to catch you down the road here. With that, I'm going to ask Bill, Captain Bill up there in Upper State New York. Bill, would you please give a call out from your area of the country?
Wilco, Bob. This is W2WLD, Upstate New York. Relaying for net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, please call now. No, it sounds quiet, Bob.
Okay, Bill, your signal's holding up well. Let's try WA6LJS, see if he's doing any better. John, would you please give a call?
Wilco, this WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Monday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. All's quiet on the West Coast. Back to you, Bob.
Okay, you're working your way up to an S6, John, and that's just fine. Let's see, this is K4YDB here, and is there anybody that requires an early out? Are there any early outs we haven't mentioned so far? Please give me your call sign now. Any early outs? Okay, nothing heard. This is K4YDB, your net control, and I do have a question for the day. We've talked about this aircraft before because it's pretty darn famous, heck of an aircraft. I'm going to try to give some 4 statements. I will give you 4 statements, and I've labeled them A, B, C, and D, but you can call them 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you wish, and I just need to know true or false. Or just give me the true, or give me the false statement. Give me the false statement. Or anything you wish. It's true or false. I just need true or false, one way or another. You can give me the least amount of whatever it is, or whatever. So, true or false. And here is statement A. Statement A or statement 1. If you want to make it 1, I understand. And here we go. This is all regarding the P-47, Republic P-47, commonly known as the Jug. It was commonly known as the Jug, J-U-G, Jug. Its official name, however, was the Thunderbolt, as probably most of you know. I know this is near and dear to Bill. I think this is the one your father flew, isn't it, Bill? And you talked about the other day. So I'm going to hit this from an entirely different angle. And it's probably more Army Air Corps angle, I guess. Not that it matters. But anyway, here is statement A, true or false. Statement A, true or false. And this is streaming right now on Charlie's YouTube. Statement A is, the P-47 was named or called the Jug. because it resembled the shape of a milk jug. The P-47 was called the Jug because it resembled the shape of a milk jug. Statement Bravo, or 2. The second statement, true or false. The production of the P-47 saved the town of Evansville, Indiana, on the Ohio River from economic collapse. The production during World War II of the P-47 literally saved the town of Evansville, Indiana, on the Ohio River from economic collapse. True or false? Statement Charlie, or Statement 3. The Republic P-47's chief designer described the P-47 as a dinosaur. Statement Charlie. The Republic P-47's chief designer described the P-47 as a dinosaur. And last but not least, Statement Delta. True or false? The last aircraft lost in World War II over Europe was a P-47 named Renee's Revenge, and it was due to German AAA fire, German AAA. And Statement Delta, true or false? The last aircraft lost in World War II over Europe was a P-47 named Renee's Revenge, and it was due to German AAA guns from the ground. With that is your question for today. Does anybody need me to repeat that?
Check in.
Okay, check in. Go ahead.
Hey, morning, Bob. Great signal. Kilo Juliet 5, Bravo Whiskey Bravo. I'll be here the whole time. Sorry I'm late.
Okay, good morning, Willie. We got you on the list, sir. Glad you're with us this morning, Willie. And John will get you on the list. Okay, did anyone require me to say any of the statements again? Okay, nothing heard here. I think we're going to start down the list today. Remember, anyone can check in if they want to. If you're just getting in late here, you can check in at any time. With that, and I don't have any more early outs, let's see. I'm going to start at the top of the list as John has it on NetLogger. And we're going to start with K4YDB in Kansas. I think Dale checked out, but let me give him a try there. Dale, are you there? KC0 Delta Victor Victor, you're up. Okay, yeah, John, he gave us 73 right off the bat there. So with that, I'm going to bring in K0ZNC. That's Don in Longmont, and let's bring in Don. Don, good morning again, Don. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all Flyers. K0ZNC Don here. Let me turn the volume down on my echoing. I think I'm transmitting okay. So things seem to be working, except for the internet part. My internet is coming and going, so I don't know if I'm getting the out to the HS part or not. I think I am, though. I hope everyone had the Father's Day yesterday, and we had a really nice Father's Day here. My two sons teamed up at the oldest son's house and picked me up, and I spent the whole day with them. Had a real nice cookout. It was just a great family day. We degrees, and it's going up to 92 degrees today, with no chance of rain. The weatherman there's no chance for rain. And that's not too bad because it increases the fire danger. And we're getting into that time of year where that is a real possibility. Let's see, relative to the question, I have absolutely no idea. I'm going to say that it's just one false answer. I have no idea which one it is, but put me down for Charlie. Charlie is on that. I think that's about it. As usual, I think there's a possibility I'll be here for 73 rounds, so give me a shout when you get to 73 time there, Bob. And thanks for not only running the nets, but contacting me in. You're busy guys today. This is K0ZMC. We'll turn it back to you, Bob, K1BOB, K1BOB, K0ZMC.
Okay, Don, I copied all that here. I hope it got out there, and we've got your answer as Charlie is the false one. Charlie is the false one, according to Don. Okay, next on the list, we have W5PIX. That would be Charlie out somewhere in that newly rebuilt engine on his monster truck there. Go ahead, Cliff. Good morning to you.
Well, good morning, Commander. This is W5PIX here in San Antonio. We're headed up to San Marcos with the big truck. And, well, I think we're going to have to put a turbo on. This one's really screaming. Strange sound. But we're going to watch our exhaust temperature there. And I think we're going to have Miss Bonnie, or my oldest son, which hasn't left town yet, for his run. So go pick up a turbo, see if we can make it home anyways. And we'll change it out when we get back. But anyways, yep, new engine, new pistons, new liners. Well, the head was just replaced, so that's new too. So, and tires store, and just, plays of having got the front. Oh, and we had to put a new air compressor on also for the engine that provided for air because it was bad also. So anyways, yeah, we've been a few bucks there, but she is running, and right now, like I said, just pop wheel is getting up there pretty warm on the exhaust temperature. It's not hurting the water temperature yet, so that's all right. Anyways, I will go with Don there, Charlie. Right or wrong, I'll follow Don there. I really have no answer, but it sounded good. And first I thought you said C-47. I was going to talk about Puff the Magic Dragon, but you did specifically say Papa. So anyways, that's good. Back to you, sir. And good morning, all flyers. And we're out here making noise and burning diesel. This is W5PIX Mobile. Back to Commander.
Okay, very good, Clifford. Good signal here. Got you down as Charlie. Charlie out. We've got a running line starting to form here. Very good on making horsepower, making noise, and a little bit of smoke, I guess. So good on you, getting another 1,000,000 miles out of that engine. Next, let's go on to KF7 GJO in Sparks. I might have a hard time. Might need a relay, John. Sparky's just too close to me. KF7 GJO. Good morning, Sparky. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
Roger that, Bob. Good morning, everybody. KF7 GJO here. Yeah, turned cool here. I had to put on a long sleeve shirt this morning when I came down to the shop. Imagine that. One day it's 90, the next day it's 60. Anyway, yeah, who cares about the weather? Can't do anything about it anyway. And interesting question today. Boy, this is one of those where you guys really want to push Google for the P47. And boy, I didn't realize I hit that. And find the answers. No, sir, I did not cheat. I knew a couple of them, and I'm going to take a guess. And my guess, Bob, is that answer number B, Bravo, is the only false answer. That the production of the P-47 saved the town of Evansville, Indiana, from economic collapse. I'm not sure where we put this aviation was. I'm thinking it was in the New York area, Long Island, somewhere around there. So I don't see where a town in Indiana is going to be affected by something that happened in New York. So I'm saying B is the false answer. And hopefully the other three are true, because I guessed true on those. So, hey, good question. And I'm working on one for you as well. So, back to you, buddy, and I'll be here to the end. K1BOB, KS7, the Dale.
Okay, Sparky, very good. We've got you down as answer Bravo, answer Bravo. And very good, Sparky, and on a hope and a prayer there. Well done. Next, we're going to go out to Lee in Bellevue, Texas, first man I talked to this morning. W4PUO. Good morning again, Lee. You're up, sir.
K1BOB, W4PUO. Thanks, Bob. I've got Doug in the shop here visiting from my neighbor. We're good buddies. He's a metal worker, and he's trying to learn all he can about ham radio. About once a month or so, he'll come over and ask me a question. So he's on the map and a good friend. The weather's nice down here in south central Texas, and we're having probably a little rain this evening, but that's forecast. I don't believe them really, but later in the week we're supposed to get a little shower here and there, and we could use it. But the weather's been in the 80s and 90s. Still humid. We're close to Houston, and you know how that is. Well, Bob, I don't know about the question. I think Carl's got a lock on that idea that B, the economic collapse of the town, is suspicious because it's just what he said. I think Republic's a New York type operation, and so it doesn't sound real credible. But I'm going to say B is false, and the others are true. And it's a good question. It's interesting to learn about the old P-47, the Jug, and how it operated in World War II. Surprising about the last one shot down in the war. It could have been some other reason than AAA, but I don't know. I think it's probably a true statement. So that's the story here, and I'm going to be listening around till the 73 round. And thanks for doing the net, Bob. K1BOB, W4PUO.
Okay, very good, Lee. Got you down for answer Bravo. You think that's kind of fishy. Okay, maybe they had two plants. Maybe there was one in New York. Maybe there was one in Indiana. Who knows? Anyway, we'll find out. And good morning to Doug there in the shop with you, and good luck on pursuing amateur radio. It's a great hobby there, Doug, and you got a good guy to help you out with it. Okay, moving on from Texas, let's go up to Scotia, New York. That'd be Captain Bill. He knows all about P-47s, W2, WLD. Good morning, Bill. You're up, sir.
Good morning, Bob. Good morning, all on the net. Propagation pretty nice today. Where the heat wave has reached us, it's going to be 92 today, 97 tomorrow, 98 Wednesday, and 100 on Thursday. That's what they're saying. Then it drops back down to a cool 92, so we should be able to handle that. Bob, I thank you for the question. I do know something about the P-47 that my dad flew in World War II in the Army Air Force. I know it's true. That's where the nickname Jug came from, the milk jar look of the cowling. As far as Bravo goes, I do know they were built in Evansville, and it wouldn't surprise me that it did save the town economically. So that's within the realm of likelihood, I think, likely probability. Charlie, I do think it's true. I think the designer did at one point say he was designing a dinosaur, but it wasn't a pejorative the way he viewed it. And I'm not sure I'm fairly sure that the last plane lost was a P-47 due to anti-aircraft fire. I'm not sure of the name, but I'm going to say that they're all true. So give me a true. I'm going to make this one and done, Bob. I've got a medical appointment I have to go to get ready for. But thank you for the question. I'll listen as long as I can. K4YDB, W2WLD.
Okay, very good, Bill. Once again, stepping out of the lemon line and ignoring all traditions here, going all trues, very good there, but you know quite a bit about these aircraft, no doubt about that. All right, thank you, Bill, and good luck with your appointment there. And you're going to try to hang around a little bit. Copy that. No, next we're going to go, but up there, Bill, it's, don't worry, it's a humid heat, not to worry. Okay, I'm from the Connecticut coast, I know. All right, let's go to K4YES. That's Tom in Alabama. Good morning, Tom. You're up for the Flyers, sir. Okay, Tom, very good. Copied all that. Got you as Bravo and Charlie are false. Bravo and Charlie are the false ones in your book there, but you had a hard time copying the question. Well, we tried to give it twice there, basically, and then asked if anyone needed it. Don't be afraid to jump in there and go, hey, say it one more time, Bob. No problems. I think you got it, though. You got the gist there, B and C. And thank you, Tom. Let's go out to Art, WX7 Lima in New River, Arizona. Art, good morning. You're up, sir. Okay, Art, yeah, a little late today, not sure why. Going to get hot down there again, and you said they're all true. And Art, yeah, you're not quite as strong as you usually are, so that's just fine, and we'll give you a 73 there, Art. You take care. And we're going to move out to John. Thanks for doing the net logger there, John. WA6 LJS. Take a go, John.
Okay, Bob, boy, interesting conditions. You came up to almost 30 over now. So all of a sudden, for the first part of the net, I was depending on the Georgia SDR to hear you, and now you're up to almost 30. Anyway, good morning, everybody. This is WA6LJS, where we've got clear blue sky and about 64 degrees right now, and plenty of sun, and it's going to get up into the 80s again today. Regarding the question, well, the first part of your question, looking at Charlie's stream there, before you stated the question, you said regarding the P47 jug. So you already called it a jug, so obviously that makes A true. And B, I think, is also true. So I think C is true also. The only one that I'm not sure of is Delta. I think the P-47 was one of the last aircraft lost during the war, but I don't think it was called Renee's something or another, Renee's Revenge or something. So I'm going to go with D Delta as being the false answer there. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, and thanks for running things, Bob. Good question today. K1BOB, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, very good. Just clear up on that first one. It was the P-47 was named the Jug. It was actually a nickname, but commonly used because it resembled a milk jug. It was a milk jug thing in there. So, you still good with your answer?
Yeah. Keep me Delta as the false.
Okay, you got yourself a Delta there, about to go up on the board on NetLogger. Thanks, John. Good copy. Yeah, you came way up too. It always goes this way. Next, we're going to jump out to Las Cruces, the city of the crosses. Joe, W5ABI. Great signal this morning, Joe. You're up, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, K1DLD and Flyers, W5ABI. Good morning, Bob. Beautiful morning here in Las Cruces. Let me see, 96 degrees, supposed to up to 102. So I'll stay inside. I went into the hospital Friday for stomach surgery and ended up having major surgery, which I didn't plan on, but I'm sitting here now with no pain. I don't take opioids. I had a couple in the hospital. I don't like the side effects. Just take Tylenol too. So we're sitting here on a whoopee cushion and we're not feeling bad at all. Hi. Anyhow, that's what happens when you get older. I'll be 82 next month. Anyhow, your question, boy, I eliminated two, and now I'm torn between Charlie and Delta. And, I think I'm going to take Delta. I'm going to choose Delta, and we'll be here at the bottom, Bob. K1BOB, W5ABI.
Okay, well, Joe, sorry to hear you get to be a lot more than you bargained for there, but they took care of you there, and you're doing just fine on the whoopee cushion there. So, good on that. I agree with you. Yeah, and those blue pills, I had to take them during both my knee surgeries, but you get off that stuff as soon as you can. There's always some pain there, so I guess there's always Tylenol. Very good. Got you down for Delta. John has started the lemming line here. By gosh. Next, we're going to go down to WB5DRI. That would be Brian, our net controller in San Antonio. Good morning, Brian. You're up for the net.
Okay, Bob, K1BOB and the net. This is WB5DRI. Brian down here in San Antonio. Well, good morning, Bob, again, and good morning to all the Flyers and to the net there. We've got a nice day going on down here in San Antonio. I think our low was about 77, and we're up in the low 80s, about 83 or so. Maybe close to mid-80s, I don't know. I'm just going by what's on my computer, but it usually is fairly close. And the high is going to be 97, so we'll take it. Not going to be a triple-digit day, so anytime we can get temperatures below 100, we're happy. So anyway, and I think we're due to get some rain midweek, maybe on Wednesday. There's a development coming in off of the Gulf that's expected to give San Antonio and especially the Gulf Coast there, Corpus Christi and all the cities to the southeast of us, pretty good drenching of rain. So we're looking forward to getting some rain out of that maybe on Wednesday. Anyway, great question this morning, Bob. I'm not sure. I think that may be one of Lee's questions there, but I'm not positive of that, but I think it may be. But it's a great question, and learned some things about the P-47 this morning that I didn't know. I didn't realize they were made in Evansville. It's kind of interesting. All of the kids in our family were born, all of us were born in Evansville, even though our dad was in the Air Force and Air Force career his whole life. We were all born at different times I think when he was away flying, probably, different places. But anyway, I didn't know that about Evansville, but I'm going to go with all true for the answers here on the P-47. But I certainly learned some things about it this morning with this question. Great question. Anyway, Bob, I'm not going to be able to stick around. I have to go pick up one of my grandsons this morning and help out my son by picking him up from his strength and conditioning at his school and taking him home there for my son. So I'm going to get out of here, but I probably will listen for the answer before I leave. I'll be able to stay that long, I think. But 73 to all the Flyers, and thanks for getting me in there this morning, Bob. Hope I haven't talked too long. K4YDB, WB5DRI, back to net. Good day, everybody.
Okay, Brian, thanks for playing along with us today. I think you said all true there. What's the chances of you living in Evansville? I didn't factor that into the equation here when I made this question. Well, never mind. Yeah, I think Lee gave me this one. Yeah. Lee gave me this question. Okay, let's go to your brother, W5OG. Good morning again, Dale. How are you guys doing out there?
We're doing fine, Bob. Thank you very much. K1BOB, W5OG. Good morning to everyone on the Flyers net this morning. Yeah, we're here in Tulsa still and enjoying our visit with our son and daughter-in-law and all the grandkids that are here. And let's see, I'll go right quick to the question. It's very interesting. Of course, Brian's already mentioned that we were all born, all the siblings were born in Evansville, Indiana, but at the same hospital, by the same doctor. Even though there was a world war fought between when I was born and when Brian was born. He's 7 years younger than I. Anyway, yeah, it is our hometown, and I do know that the P-47s were built there to a large extent. There were an awful lot of them manufactured. I don't think all of them were done in Evansville. In fact, I know they weren't. The Republic, I think, up in the Northeast someplace, built the majority of them. But anyway, they did build them there. I don't think that was the cause, any relief from economic disaster. I don't remember anything about that. And I'm not saying that somebody could have said obscurely off the cuff, well, the P-47 saved Evansville from economic collapse. There was an awful lot of production or stuff going on in Evansville even before the war, because I think Westinghouse was there, and I know that what was the name of it? Swansdown Cake Mixes had a big factory there in Evansville. Iglehart, I think, was the name of it. Flour. Anyway, that was. I know that because Dad worked there before he went into to join the Army Air Corps at the time. Of course, he was pretty young. Let's see, what else can I say? Well, anyway, I'm going to go with Bravo as false, and just for my. I guess loyalty to Evansville, and I don't think that was the cause, or it helped them from economic collapse. And also at Delta, I'll have to comment. Renee, that's the wrong spelling for Renee. So, based on that, I'm going to go with Bravo and Delta are incorrect, and I don't know that it's true at all. But I think that definitely Alpha is true and Charlie is true. So I'll go with that, and Bravo and Delta are false. Anyway. Back to net, and thank you, Bob, for getting us in. K4YDB, back to net, W50.
Okay, Dale, well, how come I landed on you guys who were born there? We'll see about Evansville, though. I've got you down for Bravo, and I think Delta false. I think that is one of the ways you could spell Renee, because I looked it up. So we'll see. Okay, I don't want to give away too much here, but you got your answers, Dale, there as Bravo and Delta as being false, I believe. So with that, Bravo and Delta, yeah. Okay, I'm just checking what John had up here, and he had it correct. And let's go to K4YDB. K4YDB, good morning, Charlie. Thank you for running YouTube today, sir.
K1BOB, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Bob. Morning to all the flyers out there. Hope everybody's having a good day, or good morning anyway. Right now it's 86 degrees here. 63% humidity right now. This morning I finally decided I needed to take my tractor to the shop. I got to have some work done on it. And I really hate loading that thing on the trailer. But I got it up there this morning. It's all tied down and ready to go. And it's only 12 miles. I got to take it down the road. So I'm just going to go slow, take my time. And my trailer is only good for 1,000 pounds and 2,000 pounds. And I'm maxing that out right now. So, and I don't even have it all up there, but anyway, it is what it is. Right now, that's all I'm going to do right after the net. And then I'll just come back and sit back and relax for the rest of the day. Cause I got other things I got to take care of tomorrow. But anyway, don't have a lot else over here. As far as the question goes, man, there's not even a really good lemming line to follow. I'm like, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, well, I'm going to go with the Indiana boys then. I'll just put me down for Bravo and Delta, as I like John's answer as well. That's all I got over here. Anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Bob. K1BOB, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Yeah, okay, Charlie. We got you down for Bravo and Delta, and thank you again for posting the pictures and posting the question for this morning. And thanks, Charlie, for the YouTube stream. Next, let's go out to Don in San Antonio, number 722 NT5Q. Don, good morning again. You're up, sir.
K1BOB, this is NT5Q. Good morning, Bob, and all the flyers. Well, it's a beautiful day here in San Antonio, well, north of San Antonio, and you already got the weather report from Brian, so we're looking for good weather. Hopefully we're going to see some rain maybe Wednesday or Thursday time frame coming in from the coast. Let's see, today I've got my last post-op examination following the cataract surgery I had on both eyes, so they're doing pretty good. I can see 20/20 without anything, and though the close-up distance isn't too good. I got the new light adjustable lenses, which require UV treatments about starting in about 3 weeks, about 3 treatments a week apart, and that sort of adjusts the different lenses to sort of a correction factor to where you can just about throw away the glasses, except if you're going to be doing any circuitry work. Anyways, interesting question today, and I tell you what, I'm going to rely on some of the most knowledgeable people that probably are guessing better than I am, and I'm going to go along with Bravo and Delta. I think Evanston had a whole lot of industry going on there before the war, and if you ever studied American industry during World War II, everything was converted to the war effort and went gangbusters. So I think they were probably already in good shape. And as far as Delta, that's just a wag. I have no idea what the last airplane was shot down. So let's just go with Bravo and Delta and listen in for the rest of the day. Over.
Okay, very good, Don. Get you down for another Bravo and Delta, and it is okay to copy off other test papers there. It's okay, and you can use your magic 8-ball if you wish also. Okay, thanks for joining us this morning, and stay tuned for the dramatic conclusion here. Okay, let's give a ring walk to wing rock to KS5KY and Bowling Green. Hi again, Chris. As we go by, and on our way down to Texas, that's Arlington. That would be Mr. Lee. N5B, what do you think, Leon?
K1BOB, N5BE. I'm on pins and needles. I can't stand it. I'm so, I know I use the word conflicted, Bob, but you're the one that brings it out in me, so I am so conflicted here. Yeah, A, true. B, I don't know. That Evansville is such a heavily industrialized and diversified and industry city. One of the original Rust Bucket cities. I can't see. I'm just going to go false on that one. I'm just going to go false. Was it ever called the Dinosaur? I can't remember that. He may have, but boy, that airplane had a complicated exhaust system for a dinosaur, so I don't know. I'm going to go false on that one, and I'm going to go false on Delta because I believe a P-47 was the last World War II fighter shot down, Allied fighter shot down in Europe, but I don't think it was that name. So I think that was a curveball there, Bob. So anyway, I'm gonna go A true and the rest false. and then stand by to get shot down in flames. K1BOB N5BE.
Okay, Lee. What me fuel you? No, I would not fool you. We get you down for Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. I'm kind of following some flow there, I guess, and very good. Only one was true, and that would have been A. So B, C, and D, John, for the false. And he's got you down recorded here for prosperity there, Lee. And we'll try to keep you conflicted. K1BOB here, net control for the Air Force flyers. We're going to move out to Mike in Anthem, Arizona. See what Mike has to say. King Clean, 6 Echo. Good morning, Mike.
K1BOB in the group, KQ6A. Yeah, conditions are kind of up and down here today. Every once in a while, Bob, you'll just fade out to nothing and then come rolling in at about 10 over. So, interesting conditions. Got a golf tee time in about an hour and a half, so I'm going to just be a one and done. I'll stick around to hear what the answer is. But going to be another wonderful day in Fahrenheit. We've got, it's 87 degrees right now, and the humidity is only 18%, so relatively comfortable. Only going up to 94 today, so before it heads up into the triple digits up beyond at 2,000 feet. So hopefully take advantage of the golf. I'm probably only going to play 9 today, just because it's still at 98. It's warm. So anyway, that's the way we'll be today, and keep my head down. On the question, interesting. When I was back at Oshkosh, I think it was 2017. They had a couple of the Thunderbolts there. So I'm guessing all of them are correct. I grew up in Louisville and Bowling Green, Kentucky, and Evansville wasn't that far away, and I know things were pretty tough back in World War II. So I'm going to guess Baker is correct too. But Delta, I don't know. I'm gonna say D is false, and the rest are true. So we'll see. But again, I do remember the jug, and I do remember the dinosaur thing from my Oshkosh trip. So the other two, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, back to you and the rest of the group. Good to hear everybody this morning, and looking forward to the answer. So K1BOB in the group, KQ6E.
Okay, Mike, I get you down as Delta as being the false one. Delta is false. They're a little bit light here today, to be expected. And, yeah, low 90s, that's pretty good for you. That could be paradise. Okay, let's see. Let's go out to Ray out in New Jersey along the coast there. WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. You're up, sir.
Good morning to you there, Bob, and all the players on the net. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a very interesting day. A good pitching staff for today. I like the way the team's doing. Bob, you've got a hell of a wonderful prediction, too. I like the way you put things together. But I think I would get an A+ in your class, that's for sure. But anyway, we have 81 degrees here right now, and it's sunny, and we have 52% humidity, and it's going to be a pretty good day. I was predicting they would be today, because after the net broke, I got some
Okay, Ray, WB2JJO. Well, unfortunately, the buzzsaw over in China came up there. I lost a little bit of you there, but we've got you for all trues. I did copy that. All true, going with Bill. You Navy guys are sticking together. Got it. Okay, and that's a good thing. All right, well, we're going to go clear over to the other side of the country to W7AJN in Peoria, Arizona. John, you're up. Good morning.
K4YDB, W7AJN. Good morning, boss. Good morning to all the flyers out there. Another beautiful day in paradise here, although our temperature is going to be just high of 104. Otherwise, Mike hit it right on the head. Just another beautiful day in paradise. We had a party here at the house yesterday for celebrating Father's Day, and most of the kids were here, and had a good time with surf and turf. Had a nice surf and turf dinner yesterday with most of the family. So Susie's good, and Kayla is doing fine now, so she's good too. So everything's okay as far as health-wise. On your question, Bob, I think all of them have some measure of truth, but being completely true, I think the only answer being completely true is answer alpha. All the others, although they have some true portion of it, there's some false portion in those answers too. So I think I'm going to go with A as alpha as true, B false, C false, D false. So that's my answer, and I'll be here till the bottom. So this is W7AJN. K4YDB, W7AJN. Back to you.
Okay, John, W7AJN, K4YDB here, net control, and very good. I've got your answer as the false ones being Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, because you think just A is all true. Just A is all true. Very good. Got you duly recorded there, John. And let's see, next, let's go up to our professor in Pleasanton. NX6RG. Let's see, I hope you're still there, Bob. Go ahead, you're up.
Good morning, Bob. K4YDB in the group. This is NX6RG. Well, good morning to all the flyers. Beautiful day here in Northern California. Although we do have a wildfire up north of us, so if we get wind out of the north, it's going to be a little smelly today. Boy, that's an interesting question. I don't know how to answer Bravo because, I don't think Evansville was on the edge of economic collapse, but I do think, like an awful lot of cities in the Midwest, during the Great Depression, there was certainly an economic slowdown. And, the P47 factory there, I'm sure, was a big boost to that economy. So it's just a question of saying, that Evansville was saved from economic collapse. I don't know. I think that's a little too strongly worded. It certainly was a boost to economy that probably was not doing real well. But I don't know if I would say it was on the verge of collapse or anything. So I don't know. It's just, it depends what you mean by that statement, Bob. Years ago, when I worked for my dad in commercial industrial construction, we got a contract for to do some plant remodeling of a plant in Columbus that built, metal grave vaults, lower the casket into a vault that was already in the ground, and which covered it. And but during World War II, the government co-opted part of that plant to build 105 millimeter howitzer shells, and all the equipment was still in that plant. And every single year since World War II, the government decided it was cheaper to pay them rent, to rent that space rather than to pay the contract closeout, which meant that they had to restore the plant to its pre-war condition. Well, not pre-war, but it had to be returned to the same use that it was before the war. And anyway, to close out that contract cost more money than leaving all that 105 millimeter howitzer equipment in there. So it was still there, and every year, man, that company got rent from the government. I have no idea if it finally got closed out, but wartime production was a big boost to a lot of economies. But anyway, just because of the way you worded that, I'm going to say that Bravo is false, and I think Delta is false. I don't know if the P47 was the last one or not. I know a while back we talked about, I think, a liaison plane that was in the last battle. Boy, and I don't remember whether that plane was shot down or not. So, but anyway, put me down for Bravo and Delta are false, and Alpha and Charlie are true. And I'm going to be one and done, but I'll try to listen for the answer here. K4YDB, NX6RG.
Okay, NX6RG, good signal, Bob, and get you down for Bravo and Delta. My, all you folks know a lot about these things. And we'll give you a 73, and you're going to listen around there. It should be momentarily. We'll give the answer to this as I have it. With that, let's go out to Bob in Lutz, Florida, K2SJP. Good morning, Bob. You're up, sir. K2SJP. Very good, Bob. Got you down as the false one as Delta. False one is Delta. And thanks for joining us. Yeah, I could tell you're on low power there, but I got you pretty good here. Let's see. Speaking of David, over in Lakeland, I didn't realize Lakeland was so close. I thought it was more inland than 20 miles from the coast there. But let's go to Dave in Lakeland, N4DRB. Good morning, Dave. You're up again. Good to hear from you. N4DRB. Dave, you there? You're up.
N4DRB, you're up. WA6LJS, relay.
Anybody here, Dave?
Nothing here, and he was pretty loud when he checked in, Bob.
Yeah, I thought so too. Okay, Dave, no one's able to copy you, so 73 there, Dave. We'll try again if we got time. We may not have time for 73. We'll see how it goes here. Let's go back out to Mark out in Albuquerque. W5MHG, you had a good signal. Let's see if you're still there. Mark, go ahead. You're up for the Flyers, sir. You might have had to go earlier, but had a good signal on him. Let's go out to Willie in Belton, Texas. KJ5BWB. Good morning, Willie. You're up. Thanks for hanging in there.
K1BOB and the group from KJ5BWB. Good morning, everyone. Man, it seems like the band may have dropped off a little bit. You were you had a great signal. It sounded like you were sitting next to me this morning, Bob, and now you're a very copyable S3. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I don't know about this one. I did do a little research, kind of Googled a couple things a minute ago, but I don't know that it really led me anywhere. Sometimes Google steers me wrong. So I'm going to Charlie out on this one, and mostly just wanted to check in and say hi to everyone. And then I see it also popped up the NetLogger companion from my cell phone, so it looks like I'm on here twice. Sorry about that. Anyways, good question, though. Can't wait for the answer, and I'll be here for the 7-3 round. So back to you, Bob. K1BOB, KJ5BWB.
Okay, Will, did you say Delta is the false one?
I'm going to say Charlie is the false one. When in doubt, Charlie out. Roger.
Roger. Charlie out. Willie's going to give us a Charlie out. Got you there. Thanks for joining us, Willie. This is K1BOB, and I'm at the bottom of the list as I have it of about 25 of us today. Did I miss anybody on today's list? Have I missed anybody on today's list? Please come now with your call. Okay, nothing heard. Well, here are the answers to the question. I've heard a lot of interesting things this morning, so I'm going to give you the answers that I determined from everything I have read and fact-checked a lot of it. And here we go. Here's your long answers. The Republic P-47 Thunderbolt, that was the official name, was a World War II era fighter aircraft produced by Republic Aviation from 1941 through 1945. Statement A. It was true. My statement A, I show is true. It's commonly called by its unofficial nickname of the jug, and most all of you got this because it did resemble a milk jug. It also resembled a whiskey bottle, some would say. If you said this first one was false, I'll give you credit if you could give me the right reason, because it was also called the Joggernaut. The Joggernaut. And what does Joggernaut mean besides starting with J-U-G as in jug? It's a word for meaning unstoppable, overwhelming force. Unstoppable, overwhelming force. So you would have got credit for that too. But it was true. I think most of you got that one as true. So well done there. I think the British called it the Joggernaut. That's kind of a British word, I guess. Unstoppable force, cannot be stopped. Okay, statement Bravo, or statement 2. I had that as true, and here's why. Evansville, Indiana, and who would have known the Clark boys were brought up there? It was hit hard in the 1930s, as I think Bob mentioned. It was hit very hard in the 1930s during the Great Depression. It never actually fully recovered as an industrial base. A lot of the industry had moved out, leaving many vacant factories. I'm sure there was a few industries there, as Dale had mentioned there. It was further exasperated by a famous flooding of the Ohio River, which did a lot of damage also. When the Republic World War II factory opened up in Evansville, it was large and produced over 6,000, over half of the P-47s. It greatly turned the declining town around, and it was, from my accounts, it was a declining town. I probably had one near me when I was growing up as a kid, too. Norwich, Connecticut. It was an old mill town and never recovered from losing those mills. Anyway, so I have a statement Bravo as true. Answer statement Charlie. Statement Charlie. I showed that as true. That was true. The chief designer, I don't remember his name, he characterized his P-47 as a dinosaur because it was huge and heavy. It had good proportions, he said, and it could carry a very heavy payload, and boy, could it fight. So he characterized it as a dinosaur. He did not include the fact that it had protective armor like some dinosaurs have. And a lot of that protective armor, some of it was in the initial aircraft, and much more was added later, protective armor to make it more like, say, a stegosaurus or something. So I have that one as true. So my statement Delta, I showed that as false, and I will tell you why. A lot of you guys pecked all around the answer on this one, so well done. But I showed Delta as false. And here's why. And it was perhaps the last U.S. aircraft to crash over Europe after hostilities ended. It was after most all the hostilities had ended. And the name of the aircraft was actually Dottie May. Dottie May, which is again flying today, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Dottie May got assigned for a non-combat mission to go fly a morale mission over a German concentration camp just prior to its total liberation. There were still inmates in there. So it was sent out to do some acrobatics over this concentration camp to lift morale of the inmates. While doing so, flying acrobatics over the camp, the pilot lost control and landed in a lake, destroying the aircraft to a certain extent. He survived, however. He got out of the cockpit. The P-47 was recovered many, many years later and completely restored, and it flies today with Dottie May on its side and for some U.S. Historical air shows in the United States. It looks just wonderful in all its glitter and glamour now. So that's my story. I'm going to stick to it. But a lot of good comments. A lot of you knew a lot about this. Yeah, what's total economic decline? I don't know. Was it total? No, probably not. Did the factory really turn around Evansville? It certainly did by the accounts I have read. With that, this is K4YDB, and I think we got less than 10 minutes here, so I can't possibly get through a list of 25 here or slightly less. So I'm going to ask for some late check-ins at the end here. But before I do that, I'll ask for any comments. Just come with your call sign. I'll acknowledge you, and please give your comment. Anything at all, anything to add or any questions. This is K4YDB. Any comments by anybody on the list this morning? Please come now. Okay. Hey, Dale, Tony, if you're on Echolink, K0ZNC, let Tony know I'm running the net right now. Or K2SJP, if you could do it. Tony just came in on my Echolink from England. He doesn't know I'm running the net. So, with that, this is K1BOB. Any other last comments for the Flyers Club net? Please come now. Okay, I copy a mobile station. Could you come back? Do you have a comment for the Air Force Flyers Club net? Give me a call sign again slowly, please, in the mobile. Yeah, I got a light copy on you. I copied Kilo 60 Yankee. I did not get the last letter, and I copied you in a mobile. Could you give me your last letter in the call? And if you have any comments, go ahead. Okay, very good. Mobile in Nashville, K0, K6, OYX. Get you there loud and clear that last time around. Well, thank you for joining us. We're the Air Force Flyers Club net. We start at 1500 every day on this frequency, 14290, and glad you joined us today coming in the back end there on us there, Milt, and thank you very much. Any other comments for the Air Force Flyers Club net? I'm going to close it down here in about 5 minutes, but I'll take any other comments, then I'll ask for any late check-ins. Any comments? Come now, please.
K1BOB, W4PUO, thank you very much, Bob, for running the net today.
Okay, Lee, good signal. Held up all morning with you. I appreciate that. One more time for any last comments. You can agree to disagree with me all you want. Go ahead. Okay, this is K1BOB, and the formal part of the Air Force Flyers Club net is over. I'll open it up here if anyone wants to make a quick check-in that perhaps was listening out there or is just copying our signal that would like to just check in, say hi. Any station, come now, please.
I'm not sure why I'm hearing you, Bob.
Because we got very, very short skip down to Ogden there. You've been listening this morning, Justin?
Negative. I was on leave for 2 days last week, so I'm catching up, trying to dig myself out of emails and meetings and all the other nonsense that always follows when you get punished for taking a couple of days off. Over.
Oh, yeah, I hear you. Well, very good, and happy Father's Day to you, Justin. And, yeah, you're an S9 in here. It's very rare. I think last time it happened was at the end of the net, too, when conditions seem to straighten out. But good to hear you. I don't know if you heard the question today, but I'll send it over to you for final there, Justin.
I didn't hear the questions. I think I'll jump on the Echo link for a minute, and then I got to get back at it. And I'm just kind of digging myself out, but appreciate you calling the net. Yeah, conditions are silly. KB7LAK, thanks, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay, you're welcome. Always welcoming to hear your voice there, Justin. Thanks. And sorry I couldn't stop in on the way down. It was helter-skelter, trust me. Trip down and back there with all that goes on at my daughter's home. She ran me like a mule. Okay, this is K1BOB. Any other last check-ins for the Flyers before I close down and relinquish the frequency?
Happy Father's Day. It's going to be AY.
Hey, Jim, where you been? Good signal, Jim. What's happening out in Corona?
Well, not very much. Let's see. I've been listening almost. I heard your question, but I didn't have any answers for it. Anyway, you got to get signal in here. you can S9 about most of the time. So anyway, I just thought I'd check in and see what they're special with some and send the case to the group. 76
Okay, Jim, thank you for checking in. You're a good S7, and then somebody was putting an S9 carrier on top of you, but you're getting right through it. Just great. So thanks for joining us. Sorry you missed most of the question there. And good copy, Jim. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow on the net. I'll give you a 73, sir. K4YDB, one more check-in. Okay, Victor Echo Station, Victor Echo 6, Juliet Golf Bravo. Did I get it right? Name and location, sir. Thanks. 5-9 plus 10 into Alberta. Excellent. Yeah, we're kind of pointing, actually I'm pointing southeast towards Texas from Idaho, but very good from Alberta there. Appreciate it. You're about an S6 here, S6. Thank you for checking in. I need to get out of here now. We've got another net coming in about 3 minutes, the Alaska Pacific net that you might be familiar with. So thanks for the call, sir. This is K4YDB. I'll give you my 73, and I'm going to skedaddle out of here. I'm going over to Echolink. I'll meet you all on Echolink. This is K4YDB, relinquishing the frequency, 73. And 6 PNR, 55.
Victor November India testing. How copy?
Yeah, about a 5556, sir. North of Boise, Idaho Central Mountains. Better get out of here. Got another net coming in 2 minutes, so I want to be polite to them, but thanks for checking in. Good signal here. I'll give you a 73, sir. This is K4YDB.
We have family that live in Coast Guard, and Mother from there's a few places for that. Take care. Thanks for just letting me get in there. That's 6 p.m.
K4YDB.